What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Marvel Rivals, and welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to make a quick guide about Luna Snow, because I've seen a lot of people struggling to figure out what to do with her, how to make this character work, and I wanted to do a rundown for basic abilities, some different things that you can do, just so that you feel a little bit more comfortable when you go into matches as this character. So, starting off with her basic attacks, your left click, if you click on an ally, it'll heal them. It is a skill shot too, so you do have to aim it. It's not like Cloak and Dagger where they home on to people, but you will get that little indicator showing who you're going to heal. So if you want to kind of switch between targets a little more precisely, that'll show you exactly who you're going to hit. Your left shift ability empowers your auto attack. So you press your left shift and your auto attack changes into something that looks like this. These will make sure that your auto attacks cleave, or they will pass through targets. Your left shift and auto attack, healing multiple targets at a time. Same thing goes with enemies as well. So if we activate our left shift, bam, 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 we just hit 2 targets there for all of that time, which is very cool. Good way to heal multiple people, good way to spread her healing around, because otherwise you were just hitting 1 target. The other interesting thing is her E ability. So you have guard, you can put that little snowflake on, and if you pump heals into 1 target, the guarded target, the little snowflake target, will be getting a portion of that healing as well. So we'll do it again. We'll put the guard on that, the snowflake is above their head, and we will pump heals into this. That guard target will get a little bit of healing that we do to other allies. It's a good way to spread around your healing. Most people don't really use that effectively, but it's a great idea if you put that on maybe another DPS that won't need as much healing, because as you can see, it doesn't heal them as fast as the primary target, but it does still heal them. So you can have this be like a squishy target, have this other target be the tank, and this one's taking way more damage, so I'm able to keep them topped, and then this one's taking a little bit less damage, or taking a little bit less healing, but they're also taking a little bit less damage theoretically, so you can make that work. The other cool thing is that most people don't know is that your right click actually heals you. So your right click is this little boulder thing. You just throw a little something, and it heals you up quite a bit, actually. So we'll take a little bit more damage here. And even if you don't hit it, you just throw this, boom, I'm getting healed quite a bit. The other, I guess, basic part of the right click is that it's a stun. So if someone's on you, you can always throw this, and that stun lasts a pretty long time as well. So you can stun this, and this could be someone that's diving you, an assassin, something like that, and they are not able to get you all of a sudden. It's a lot of time to get away, especially because her movement speed is so high when you turn into a little skater boy, skater girl, that sort of thing. So the other interesting thing that I recently learned when I was kind of playing around with this character is that if you guard this target, and let's take some damage here so that we can showcase it. So the guarded target is behind me. If I use my right click, the guarded target actually does get healed off of that healing. So any healing that you do to allies is replicated to the guard target, but also the healing that you do to yourself. So even when you're running away, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm getting dove, someone else is taking damage, I don't know what to do. You can even, if you don't have a perfect target to throw that at, just throw it anywhere, and you'll heal your guard target, heal yourself. It's a good way to relieve a little bit of pressure, even when you're full sprinting it away. The last thing that we want to talk about before the ult is that if you're walking around like this, if you're just spam and jump, you're not going to go super high up. We're going to use kind of this railing to showcase. So this little spot on the railing, can't really get up it, but if you hold down straight and you jump, your jumps get a little bit more lofty. You can jump a little bit higher, and this is kind of your main movement ability. It allows you to get onto a bunch of different places that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to get onto, and float around, become a little bit harder to hit, especially if someone is stuck on the ground and they're on you. If it's a really bad Iron Fist and they don't know how to air kick you, or it's, he's crazy, but it's a good way to get away from people, especially because you have the stun, the heal. It's really hard to catch up. The last thing that we're going to talk about briefly is her ultimate. So if I activate this ultimate, you can see the yellow kind of beat is in the primary part of this, I don't know, interface in the center of my screen. That means I am healing my allies. So as you can see, it does a ton of healing. So these bots are unable to take hardly any damage this entire time. And then if we switch it, the blue will take over. My allies are no longer getting healed, but we have a damage amp that we can put on our allies. So if you have another really good primary healer who's absolutely pumping, you can always put this on and use your ultimate a little more offensively to buff your allies. Switch back to healing, switch back to damage once they get topped. You have plenty of flexibility. So we'll heal up, switch to the damage. Now my allies would be doing extra damage. They're at half health. Let's switch over, top them off. Works wonders. So there are a couple of team up abilities, but I'm not going to go into that just because most of the time it feels like it's hard to get people to team up with you in just regular matches. So plan for not teaming up, and then if you happen to get one, great. She just gets an extra little healing ability. It's a burst of healing. It's pretty good. Does well. So that's Luna Snow for you. This character is really fun, but I hope that gave you a little bit more confidence to play this character in your next match. Try her out. She's definitely a good healer. Can do some really, really big numbers and do a ton of damage to enemies as well. So have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.